Okay, traders, welcome back. I think it's time to take a look at some examples. Okay, so we've gone through market structure, high time frame, candles, anatomy, what I expect to see at these areas, what I'm looking for at these areas, and how we're predicting that we're gonna, catch the right side of the market and make some good money at the end of the day. Okay, so I've got a bearish example and I've got a bullish example. So we go through the bullish example first, and if you cast your mind back to the last couple of videos, the last one in particular was based on reversals. Okay, so this, I suppose you could call it a reversal, but it's not so much a reversal in terms of we're completely reversing in the market, because ultimately we want to trade with the same direction as what the market is traveling in. Okay, so if you take a very quick look down here, we've got a market phase in the cycle here. We're looking for a market cycle phase 2 here, right? So we've got this 4-hour zone, and this could be a 4-hour zone or a 1-hour zone. It doesn't really make too much difference, but especially when you're looking at these areas, you want to be marking, I would say, on the 1 hour and above to mark your support and resistance, or your manipulation points. Okay, because we're looking for big turning points in the market. We're looking to catch the move, catch the second part of the move or whatever. So if you look at this candle here, we got 1, 2, 3 up, and we've got this big bearish candle down, and this is on Frankfurt Open. Okay, so we've then got a candle here which basically stops. But if you remember my discussion about the candle wicks in the previous video, we've got a low, we've got a lower low, now we've got a higher low. Okay, now we've also taken this high, so we've got a new high, and once we take this high, we've now got another higher high, followed by a lower high, or a higher low, sorry, a higher low, higher low. Okay, so what we're looking is we're trying to catch this momentum. Okay, we're going to catch this momentum, and if you notice the upper wicks, they all, every time they move past, they continue, right? So with this one specific candle in particular, okay, that has broken the low. So in many respects, you may just want to move to break even or protect your order, or half your stop loss or something like that. But basically we pay attention here, right? This is what we need to pay attention to in this tutorial, right? So we got the high here, we got the low, we got a lower low, and then higher low, and then higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and so on and so forth until the market moves to our take profit. Okay, so if you go back to the previous video and take a look at this, you're going to see exactly the same sort of scenario on a reversal pattern from the zone. Okay, so we haven't closed below the zone. We've then got the 3 candle formation that we're looking for. We're not entering here, and we're not entering here. Okay, that doesn't interest me whatsoever. We're placing a stop order because we're anticipating that the market is going to continue in that direction. If it doesn't break this wick and the candle comes down like that, well, we're not going to get triggered in, because if the candle is going to reverse from here, what is it going to do? It's not going to break this high, just like it doesn't on the bottom here. Okay, is the low, lower low, higher low, right? So if we're going to reverse from here, we're going to expect a lower high, and then so on, and maybe we'll break the zone and reverse in that respect. Okay, so moving on. Okay, we've got the same sort of situation now. This is more so where we're looking to get maybe involved with the momentum in the market, and you see as price comes up to this zone, it kind of stalls and it pulls back, it pulls back, it pulls back, pulls back, pulls back, and there's an area here which is like an accumulation phase. And what it's basically doing is it's giving you a false signal here that it's going to go up, another false signal here that's going to go up, and then all of a sudden around about 12 o'clock it comes down. New York opening time around about 1 o'clock, it comes all the way down and closes below. Now it's the same principle as in the previous videos. We're looking for the same kind of thing, right? So we've got this breakout here and a closure below the zone. So we close below the zone. Okay, that's the first most important thing. The second most important thing is we've got this pullback. So that is like this could be a bullish candle if you like, it doesn't make any difference. So we've got a new lower high, followed by a lower low, and then a lower high. And what we're going to do, we're going to place our limit orders underneath this area here, and then we're going to hopefully catch that momentum and that shift in price action that's going to take us virtually here to take profit. You know, in many cases this may well have been where the profit was taken out of the market. You may, you know, a lot of people may have seen this wick. We got a wick fill. We're just going to take our profit out of the market. But what happens after that? Look at follow the highs. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each and every single candle is following suit and moving lower and lower and lower and lower. So in terms of holding this trade, there's not really much to worry about until these wicks start to get taken out, and then you start to see price action move backwards. Again, you're going to take many charts and many hours and hours to review this. You can backtest it. You don't need to go to the bar replay method. You can literally go and mark off your 4-hour supply and demand, or your 4-hour zones, or whatever it is that you need to in order to get your mind around what's actually happening in these candlesticks. Because once you start to see this within the markets, it's very difficult to unsee it. And when you turn your computer on or turn your phone on or whatever is used to trade, every time you'll be looking for the same sort of thing. So mark out your 4-hour zones, maybe your 1-hour zones. Get involved with the high volume periods of the day, right? Don't get involved, you know, late at night or maybe in between London and New York session changeover, because the market can sort of put you into a direction that is against the actual where they intend price to go. Okay, so again, we'll go through this one. Look for the breakout, then follow the wicks down. Okay, lower high, and then order, and you can see what happens in these candles. It's kind of like a breakout, right? And what may happen after time is it may come back up and give you another chance to get in, because if price action starts pulling back up and then we start respecting this zone, okay, well, in that case, if you've missed this move, we may pull back up here and we may just come back up, grab a little bit of liquidity, and then we'll get the same sort of pattern, you know, maybe a reversal pattern here, and then you just look to take the short from there. So you get in on the second attempt. When it comes to a reversal pattern, you're looking for, this is a morning star formation. If you read any textbook, from any Forex educator that's got any, you know, any sort of knowledge on the market, this is a morning star, and if you flip it over upside down, that'll be an evening star formation. Very strong, very powerful formation. And once you learn to master not only, you know, the recognition of the pattern, but master the entry of this pattern, then your profit levels are going to increase, and your success rate, you know, is maybe going to increase with it. So if you're hitting about 40-50% now, you can see potentially that you're going to start hitting maybe 65-70%, and then if you've got any, you know, if you've got a success rate at that level, then you're going to be a very profitable trader pretty quickly. So any questions on any of this, guys, hit me up in any of the channels, but certainly during my my trade reviews, I'm going to go through this time and time again. The more you see it, the better you get, and the more you'll learn. So yeah, work hard, and let's go make some money.